A really common question we get asked at Mower Magic is, how is my lawnmower going to arrive? Now, with some larger, heavier machines, they might get a pre-delivery inspection and be delivered on a pallet. But for the majority of domestic lawnmowers we deliver, they come in a box with some light assembly. This is a Mountfield SP42, and this is a really good example of what you can expect when you receive a boxed lawnmower that you've got to do some assembly on. So as you can see, the mower is mostly all together. You're not having to fit any cables or any wheels or anything difficult like that. But you do have to put the handles together and put the grass box together. And in this video, we're going to do exactly that. As I said, this is the SP42, and in this video we will show you the assembly process of that model specifically, but the general rules shown in this video will apply to most other machines, and it's what you can expect when you are unboxing your new lawnmower. So to begin with, we'll start with putting the handles together. On screen now, you're going to see a still of the bolts and screws and hand wheels and all the other fixings that are supplied with this machine. And also tools wise, I'd recommend a 13mm and a 10mm socket and then socket driver, as well as a posi or Phillips head screwdriver. That's all you'll need to assemble this machine. With the handles, we're just going to get the lower handle and then the upper handle. So we want to put the lower handle on first because we're going to need to attach the upper handle to it. So the upper handle on most lawnmowers will already have the OPC and clutch cable attached to it like so. So to begin with, we'll just lay that down there, out of the way, and then we're going to fix the lower handle to the machine. Now on this machine, it goes directly onto the deck, and you've got 2 bolt holes on either side, so we're going to just secure those in place with our 13mm socket. On this model, in some height of cut positions, the height of cut lever or the bar that connects the front and the back axle can be slightly in the way of one of the bolt holes, so you might just need to adjust the height of the machine as you're securing it. That's the lower handles secured and in place. So next, we just need to put on the upper handles. Now, you can definitely do this on your own, and I'm going to be doing this on my own, but if you do have another person to help, just hold the handle in position. That can make things a lot easier. So you've got 2 square holes on the handlebars here, and your carriage bolts have just got a square shoulder there. So you're going to push the bolts in from the outside and then secure them with the hand wheels from the inside. So we'll just do that now. So you might notice that some of your cables are a little bit dangly, so you want to use a cable tidy and just secure those in place so they're out of the way, and then they're routed a bit more nicely and they're not going to foul on anything as you use the machine. So as I've been assembling this, one of the levers on the machine has popped out. So if that happens, don't worry, it's fine. So in fact, to show that, I'll show you what to do if it comes out completely for whatever reason. So they're hooked at one end and straight at the other. So if it does come out, you just want to hook your relevant cable in first, then put the bent end in, and then you'll want to just twist it round, and then line up the other side, pop in the straight bit, and there you go. There's one last thing to do on the handles, and that is the holder for the recoil starter. Now, you don't have to put this on, but it really helps. It means that you don't have to bend all the way down to the engine to pull over the recoil, and it means it's pulled up halfway up the handlebars. So for that, you've got a little hook, a small washer, and a little 10mm nut. What we're going to do is just going to push that hook through there. I'm just going to lightly secure that, Then pull the OPC lever so that you can then freely pull the recoil starter handle up. Then hook the recoil in there. And then we're just going to tighten up that nut. On the SP42, the grass bag comes in 3 sections. You've got the hard top cover, you've got the frame, and you've got the fabric bag itself. So, point on the bag first of all. Every year we field a fair amount of calls and emails of people saying that their grass bag is damaged and some of the stitching is damaged, or the bag falls out. That is often for the same reason. So, you want to make sure that your bag is on the right way. So, if the bag is on the right way, all the stitching will be on the inside, and you can see the bag is folded over the base. It's inside out. You can see that exposes all the stitching, and that just means if that drags along the floor, your bag is going to come away from there. And also, the way that the bag is secured into the top, it's sort of like a one-way tooth that clips in. We'll see that in just a moment when I put the bag onto the top. But if you put your bag on the wrong way, it is liable to fall out and it won't last as long because the stitching will be exposed. So we'll show you how to put it together correctly. But first, we've got to put the frame onto the top of the grass box. So to do this, I'm going to turn the grass box over, and there are 2 points here that the frame slots into. So going to get it so that the U-shaped bit is pointing up. I'm just going to insert these in here and make sure that's sat nicely in the moulding. Now, this is another mistake people make. They assume that is that and that's secure. That's not the case because there's nothing actually holding the frame in here. That is why you're supplied with 2 large flat washers and 2 self-tapping screws. So what you do here, put the washer down. The washer is what's holding the frame in place, and the screws are securing it. And that's much better, as that's securely in place. That's not going anywhere. So then we just need to put the bag on. So first, this rubber rim around the top of the bag, we want to line that up with the top of the grass box, and then we just push it in. So along here, you'll feel it click securely into place, and you'll see where that rim has come through, and that's securely in there. So it's even stronger when the bag is on there completely, but that's really difficult to pull out. And that will be the case if that's in the right way. So just do that all the way around. And then we just want to pull these over the frame here. So it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. So just line it up. I find it easiest just to get one end, hook that over, and then if you just gently push it on, the rest will follow. And there we go, the grass box is finished. Then on the SP42, there's one more piece, the mystery piece that confounds very, very many people. And that goes underneath the grass bag flap, and it just pushes in place here. And that just also holds it in place. So if you want to rear discharge from the machine, it's leaving you just a little gap at the back there. So that is assembly complete on the SP42. My top tip for assembling a lawnmower is try not to do it in a rush. Leave yourself about 25 minutes to half an hour to do it, and just be patient and make sure that you're doing everything right. We do hope this video was helpful and you enjoyed watching. If you have a question for us, please leave a comment. Otherwise, if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe so you can see more content like this.